Hey you, thanks so much for stopping by. Today we are actually going to do kind of like a review on some of the CoverGirl products. I got a couple here. I got a highlighting powder, eyeshadow palette, dewy nourishing foundation, and I got a CoverGirl blush as well as a primer, pressed powder foundation. So we're just going to do a little bit of a review on these products. I remember being in high school and drugstore was really all you could afford, so everybody was wearing it. CoverGirl wasn't one of my favorites back then, so we'll see how this actually goes. So if you are interested in seeing this review on these new CoverGirl products, just keep on watching. Today we're going to go in a little bit of a different order. Typically I would do my eyeshadow first, but today I'm going to try to do the foundation first, and then we're going to go ahead and move with the eyeshadow. So I am going to do a little bit of color correcting. As you can see, my face is just going crazy with the weather change, wearing a mask. It's just not a good time for my skin. I did moisturize with the moisturizer I showed you in my skincare video. So if you haven't seen that, do check that one out. I am going to go in with this Dragon Beauty color corrector a little bit under my eye to cancel out any dark circles. Like that. I'm going to let that sit there for a second while I apply the CoverGirl True Blend Base Business Skin Primer. Go ahead and apply a pea-size amount to my face. Press it into the skin. So I'm going to first blend out the under eye portion before it dries down too much. And that we're just going to do like a patting motion. And just pat in. For the foundation, I chose light medium 550 because the medium looked a little too tan for my skin. And I'm just gonna dot this around my face. Kind of smells like popcorn. That's weird. Yeah, the coverage is not really there in my opinion. We're gonna see if we can build this up a little bit. I feel like it's very sheer coverage. I like more of a medium to full coverage. So let's see if we can build this up a little bit. Maybe the powder will do a little bit more than this foundation. So that is a second layer. I mean, I feel like it really didn't do anything. It says nourishing foundation, but I would say it's more of a tinted moisturizer. Now we're gonna move on to the eyeshadow palette, and I did like the mauve tones, especially for fall. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take this color right here, and I'm just going to set my eyelids because they do feel a little like damp, not damp, but like tacky. And I already did my brows off camera. I am going to do a brow routine shortly so you can see how I do my brows. I don't really have sparse brows, but they are very light, so I do dye my brows. There's not a lot of matte shades in this palette. They're basically sheen. They have like a sheen in them. So I am actually going to take this color on the end right here, and I'm just going to put it into the crease. I did get a BH Cosmetic brush set at TJ Maxx. It came with, what is it, 7 brushes, and it's called their Eye Essentials 7-piece brush set. It came in a box like this for $6.99, so I figured I'd give them a try. It's brush 101 BH Cosmetics. I know you can buy them on their online website as well. Okay, that's pigmented. As well as you can find actually some in TJ Maxx and Marshalls. I'm going to take another fluffy brush. This one is Morphe R40. And I'm just going to blend out the edges so there is no harsh lines. So the next color that I'll be going in with is this one right here. I'm going to take the BH Cosmetics 104 brush. It's kind of like an angled fluffy brush. And I'm just going to define the outer corner just a little bit. And see if that is as pigmented as the first one. And it is. And I'm going to carry it a little bit into the crease. And I like to do windshield wiper motions and circular motions to make sure. I do like this angled brush because it can get into the crease very well. And we're just building that in there. I am going to go in the front corner of my eye and apply this color as well. And then don't worry if it looks a little sloppy. We are going to go ahead and blend it out with our transition color so it doesn't look, so there's no harsh lines. And then we're just going to blend it. Now I am leaving it a little blank in the middle because I do want to put a lighter color there just so it gives it a little like a almost like a halo eye. So, and then after I set that second color down, I am just going in and blending it out with the first brush that we used for the transition color. So the next thing I'm going to go in with is, I'm going to use this brush right here. It's the BH Cosmetics 103 brush. It's just like a regular eyeshadow shader brush. And I'm just going to put it in the middle of the eye. For a little bit of more intensity, I'm going to take my finger and I'm going to take this goldish shade right here. And I'm just going to tap it in the center as well, just to give it a little more iridescent gradient feel. We're just gonna go ahead and take the angled brush and blend the corners out just a little bit. For mascara, I didn't want to get an actual mascara from CoverGirl because I have a lot of them open right now. I'm gonna go in with these Maybelline Falsies mascara, and I'm just going to put some on my lashes. Don't want to do falsies today because I do want to wear my makeup all day, and I feel like wearing falsies all day is not ideal for me because it does irritate my eyes, as I do have sensitive eyes. So the next thing I'm going to go in with is this concealer from CoverGirl as well. This, they compare to the Shape Tape. I got mine in M100 Golden Natural. So I'm just going to apply some. I wouldn't say that it is a dupe for Shape Tape, but it is blending really well and it does look hydrating, so I do like that. I didn't find any setting powder that matched me at the drugstore for CoverGirl, so I'm just going to use this Flower Beauty Flower setting powder in the color Oat Translucent. This is a really good setting powder. It like really blurs. I'm gonna try this CoverGirl Clean Fresh Press Powder, and I got this shade 140 Light Pale, and that is really because the medium looked a little too dark in my opinion, and I didn't want it to darken up my foundation. I'm gonna use the Morphe E42 brush. I'm just gonna give it a swirl. It does have some kickback, but and it is adding a little bit of coverage. So since it's adding a little bit of coverage, I am gonna bring it a little higher. I'm not gonna bring it all the way to my under eye because I don't want my under eye to be dark. I do like it a little bit glowy, a little bit lighter. So I'm gonna finish up the rest of the face. So I am gonna bronze with the Fenty Beauty Private Island. And it looks like this. It's one of my favorites. It really warms up the skin. I didn't find any bronzer that was new for CoverGirl. They had one that was light, but it kind of felt like it was a little too light for my liking. So I didn't pick that one up. It came kind of like a duo with a blush as well as a highlighter, but I really was drawn to the newer highlighter that they had. I don't really contour my nose much. I do add a little bit of bronzer to give it that little sun-kissed look. I'm just gonna go ahead and take my beauty sponge and just blend this out a little bit. The next new product I'm gonna go in with is this CoverGirl blush called Love Me in 320. It's like a pinkish color, but also has like a peachy sheen. Japanese blush brush, and just apply that all over the cheek. See if we can get some pigmentation out of this. Actually, yes, we did. So the next new product I am going to try is the CoverGirl New True Blend Super Stunner Palette 510. Comes with 3 highlighting shades. I always forget my highlighting brush. It's becoming a habit. I do want to go in with a mixture of these 2 right here. So I just have this regular Kala powder brush. It's not a highlighting brush, but it's been getting the job done when I forget that brush. I'm going to go in my brow. Just take this BH Cosmetics 105 brush and just highlight my brow. And then I am going to put another layer of mascara on. I like to wait till it dries down and then put another layer on, just so it gives it a little bit more volume, spreads out the lashes a little bit more so you don't have to wear falsies. I am going to add a little bit of this highlighter right here in the inner corner. But I am going to tight line the top eyelashes, and this will also make your lashes look fuller. Now that I'm crying from tight lining my lids, I am going to go ahead and do my lips. The lip pencil I'm going to use is the Morphe Trendsetter, and I'm just going to quickly fill them. For lipstick, I am going to go in with this MAC Cream in Your Coffee. To gloss, I am going to use this Bare Minerals Matte Hemp Gloss. Just put it in the center. And then for setting spray, I'm going to use this MAC's Prep and Prime. This just makes sure it locks in the moisture that the setting spray provided after putting all those cream products, and ensures that your skin doesn't dry out or start to look cakey. All right, guys, so this is the final look. The skin is okay. I wouldn't say that the CoverGirl foundation was anything to rave about. Would I repurchase? Probably not. I did enjoy this, so I probably would use this again, maybe carry it around to maybe touch up through the day. I did also like the eyeshadow palette. Definitely worth it. It has very pretty fall colors. I will definitely be using this again. Loved how the eyes turned out. Very fall, very vampy. I did enjoy that. Wasn't a fan of the highlighting powder. I feel like it didn't really highlight. It didn't really stay. It was very, very subtle. I like mine a little bit more beaming. The blush is okay. Not one of my favorites. It did add a little bit of color. Wasn't highly pigmented like the eyeshadow was, but that's quite all right. All the products were about $12 or less. So, I mean, it didn't really break the bank. I did enjoy the concealer though. The concealer, I'll definitely be using the concealer again along with the pressed powder and the eyeshadow palette. So they are my favorites. If you have tried the CoverGirl line and you did like it, tell me which product that you did enjoy. Thanks again for watching this video. Please do like this video, subscribe to my channel. Until next time, guys. Bye.